Hey, what's up, YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Ask Jimmy Smith. Today, we're going to dive deep into the limitations of Chat GPT and artificial intelligence, and specifically the one main thing that Chat GPT and artificial intelligence isn't able to do very well, but also why it won't be able to replace certain things that only us humans can do, at least for now anyway. And I hope that it continues that way so that we have some differentiation between us and the artificial intelligence world. Now, at the same time, we're also going to be discussing the importance of using technology to support your efforts to engage with your customers in your business. As you can see, if you watched my channel for any length of time, I'm in a different setup. I'm not in my normal office, and so I'm going to be using this background for quite a while in this mobile setup for some videos that are coming up. But ultimately, this is what I've got, and I wanted to continue to bring content to you. Now, as an e-commerce seller, or if you're an Amazon seller or a business owner in general, you know that the key to success is providing value to your customers. Your business does not succeed unless you are providing a value to the customers that you serve. So in order to do this, you need to understand your customers' needs and their pain points and offer the products and the services that address those needs and pain points. So how can you do this effectively, especially with how much artificial intelligence and Chat GPT has been coming out and getting better and better, being a much bigger topic for us as business owners. Now, one of the most significant limitations, though, of artificial intelligence is that it's based on algorithms and on data analysis. So while this can be helpful in identifying trends and in identifying patterns in customer behavior, it's not always accurate in predicting individual customer preferences and needs. So artificial intelligence can only analyze the data that's available to it. So if the data is limited, it won't be able to help. This also means that it may not always have a complete or accurate representation of your customer's behavior. Now, another limitation of artificial intelligence is that it lacks emotional intelligence, which is extremely important in business, extremely important in sales. There needs to be an element of emotional intelligence behind it. Human interactions are very complex. As much as we probably don't think about it very often, it involves a range of details and different subtle cues that are difficult for AI to interpret, especially body language or the way that certain words are said. So for example, a customer may be frustrated with a product or service of yours, but they may not express their frustration in a straightforward way. A human customer service representative may be able to pick up on these subtle cues and address the issue, but an AI-powered chatbot may not be able to. And even if you think about customer service automation type things where you're calling in to complain about something, if it's an automated service, usually, at least currently, it's not artificial intelligence, but it still is an automated service. Most people get frustrated with those services. I know as an Amazon seller and as an Amazon customer, if I'm calling in and dealing with an automated service, it's going to be problematic versus if I get connected to somebody that's good on the phone and understands my problems, the things that I'm frustrated about, etc. Now, AI is also limited by the fact that it can only operate within the parameters set by its programming. So if it hasn't been programmed to understand or know certain things about what you're having issues with, it won't be able to help you. What this means is that it may not always be able to adapt to new or unexpected situations. So, for example, if a customer has a unique problem or a question that falls outside of the scope of how the artificial intelligence program was programmed, it may not be able to provide a helpful response. I've actually had that issue a few times with Chat GPT and other things that I've looked into. If it doesn't have the ability to do it based off its programming, it's going to have a very difficult time doing that, or it's going to work around and give you circular answers that never actually give you the result that you're looking for. Now, what this doesn't mean, though, is that artificial intelligence is not useful. It is absolutely very useful. And as I've discussed in multiple other videos on this channel, which you can check out after this one, by the way, artificial intelligence programs like ChatGPT can help you to automate certain tasks, such as customer service, inventory management, product recommendations, any kind of copywriting that you want to do, or social media advertising, anything that deals with the written word. It can really help on a huge level. Now, if it deals with something that is more complex, something that requires emotions and intelligence on that level, interacting with humans, it's not perfect yet. And it may take a while, if not a very, very long time, to get much better at it. Now, artificial intelligence can also help you to analyze data, help you gain insights into customer behavior, which can then be used to optimize your marketing and sales strategies. So if you're able to give it a bunch of data and say, here's all of these data points, please analyze this for me and organize it for me, Chat GPT and artificial intelligence can do that very well. But again, it doesn't have the emotional intelligence to be able to handle some of the emotional components to different answers or customer issues. But as I mentioned earlier, no amount of technology can replace the value of truly understanding your customers' needs and desires, which is why it's important to use technology as a tool to support your efforts to engage with your customers rather than relying on it to do the work for you. The goal is to get AI or Chat GPT to be able to do 70%, 80% of the work for you, save you 5, 10, 15 hours a week in what you're currently doing, and then you can finish the rest of that job, and you can do it with the human component and the emotional intelligent component as well. Now, as an entrepreneur, it's crucial to understand your customers' needs and desires. And what this means is it requires constant engagement and feedback collection from your customers, as well as using technology to support those efforts and not replace your efforts. So while AI can help you optimize your marketing and sales strategies, it should not be relied on exclusively. So how can you actually engage with your customers effectively since you can't use AI or ChatGPT to do it the way that I believe it needs to be done on that emotional and human connection standpoint? I have a few ideas for you. So number one, you can actually use customer surveys to collect feedback and insights into your customers' needs and their pain points. Number two, you can actually engage with your customers on social media and use that platform to showcase your brand and your products, which I've discussed on different channels or different YouTube videos as well. Number three, you can use chatbots and other automation tools to improve customer service and response times. However, you're going to need a human component for those trickier things that AI and chatbots can't help you with. Number four, you can analyze the customer data to gain insights into their behavior and their preferences, whether it's purchasing behavior or it's support issue behavior, or if it's preferences about the actual target market that you serve. And you can use this information to optimize your marketing and sales strategies. And then number five, you can constantly test and experiment with new products and services to better meet your customers' needs. The amazing thing about the majority of those five is that you can actually take the data that you're getting, you can enter it into ChatGPT or another AI software and have it analyze that data for you so that then you can really engage your customers in the best way possible so that you're not just relying on your own street smarts. You can also rely on the artificial intelligence world and all of the data that those programs such as ChatGPT have. Now, what's most important to remember, though, is that engaging with your customers is not just about collecting the data. It's also about developing genuine relationships. So taking the time to listen to your customers' feedback, actually picking up the phone and talking to your customers if you have that ability, sending out a personal email to engage with them, respond to their concerns, show them that you care about their satisfaction with your product or service. That is extremely important, and that's something that AI cannot do. So in the midst of all of this innovation with artificial intelligence, there's one thing that will never change, which is the importance of knowing your customers and your target audience. You need to be constantly engaging with your customers and using technology as a tool to support your efforts. AI can help you in some ways, but it's not a substitute for human interaction and empathy. So to sum it all up, The limitations of AI include its reliance on data analysis, its lack of emotional intelligence, and its inability to adapt to new or unexpected situations. However, AI can still be useful for automating certain tasks and gaining insights into customer behavior. It's crucial to engage with your customers effectively by using customer surveys, social media, automation tools, customer data analysis, and constant experimentation with new products and services. But ultimately, the most important thing is to develop genuine relationships with your customers and show them that you care about their satisfaction. Now, if you enjoyed this video, or even if you didn't, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, as well as what other limitations that you see with Chat GPT and artificial intelligence as a whole. If you're interested in checking out anything that I do, you can head over to my website at askjimmysmith.com or follow me on all major social media platforms at Ask Jimmy Smith. I hope that this video helped you and blessed you, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week.